Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great championship here at Sim Racing Online. We're in a real treat for the next 6 events. We are doing our own WEC Championship, the 2024 Sim Racing Online WEC Championship, featuring the Le Mans Hypercar Forma Studio 397, along with all the GT3 cars that you could imagine. They're all in here. So, without any further ado, let's get a quick look at what kind of times these guys are putting up in their practice, as we are just about to go into quali here. In fact, I think the quali clock is about to run. And you can see that Robin Taylor has a ripping 123 up there to lead the board so far in the prototypes. You will see for your viewing a pleasure there. Everything in blue. The blue on the left means it's a GT3. If it's red, that means it is a hypercar featuring the Porsche and the Ferrari hypercars today in this event. So, as we get along here, we're trying to see if anybody's still out there. This is the last couple of minutes here of practice, and we are now going to switch it over to quali. So, I believe it's going to be a private quali session. I'm not positive, but we'll find out in a minute here as the clock is about to run. Let's get the timer up there so we can have an idea what's going on. The full grid today. We got a lot of cars out here, so bear with us as we get through. It's going to take a minute, I think, for some of this to process. We got 27 cars on the grid. It's a 15-minute qualification session. And with that said, let's see who's going to head out first. It looks like Robin Taylor is the first one to head out. So there he is. That beautiful number 5 Porsche today. We got some really good custom skins today from the usual suspects. Let me bring up my info over here. Got a little bit of stuff going on here. The MRG guys, as usual, coming in with some beautiful skins. We got Smythe and Merrick. In fact, I think Smythe is in the pits. Merrick is in the pits. Trying to see. I want to give you a look at some of their skins. And we'll get to that in a minute. Let's take a look at the driver's skins here. I'm heading up to Alta. Alta is super tight, tough little chicane right here. A lot of things are going to happen up here at this part of the track. It's going to get a little gnarly. Then they come on down the hill into some hard braking. They hit into Rivasa, and then Variante Basa, the straight. You know, there used to be there's a kink that they put in this track too, right there to slow it down. But this is the high-speed version for sure. A lot of history on this track, as you might remember. Ayrton Senna lost his life here at this very turn coming up here where Taylor is now. This is Valiente Tombriello. They put that chicane in because of so many accidents, and this is indeed where Senna lost his life before the little chicane there was in there. So there's an interesting little tidbit there. So let's see if I can. Let's see. It looks like some of these guys are out on the track now. Let's get a look at the corn-fed Randy Merrick. There he is in that beautiful livery, the corn-fed Porsche Penske. MRG guys coming out in style once again. And then Smythe, he's going to have his amazing. Yeah, look at that baby. So I don't know. Are those flames? Can we get a closer look at this? There we go. Yeah, he's got all kinds of crazy stuff on there. Really nice. Really nice stuff. Love it. Good job, you guys. All right, so some sectors coming in now. Robin Taylor, he does have the fastest two sectors, a 27 in Sector 1 and a 34.2 in Sector 2. He is purple in both those up until Descobar. Let's take a look at Matej here. He is purple and purple. Holy smokes. So let's see what he can do. Looks like he is going to get himself a ripper. However, Taylor does have the fastest lap up on top right now, as you can see, 125.2. Let's see as he crosses the line here what Matej can have. There he does, 24.5. So he jumps up about a half a second faster than that. So there's your protos going down. Let's have a look down here in the GT3 section. Roman Granatonovic is driving that BMW. He is fastest in, I think, the GT3 so far. Just this guy, Roman, man, he is just so solid and stable. If you look at his stats for races done, he has the fewest offs. He just manages himself very well around the track, around any track. It's almost mistake free. It's amazing. I think he came here in a freaking flying saucer. I don't know. This guy's something else. Let me tell you. As you can see, the times are starting to split up here as guys GT3s are putting up times, as well as the hypercars. Let's take a trailer at Kale driving that Ferrari. And then what is Mateo here? He's in the Mercedes. He's got the second fastest so far. And SoCal boy Johnny Gutierrez, he's looking good in that Austin. I believe that's what he's in, isn't he? Yeah. Look at that. Red, white, and blue, baby. There you go. Here's Johnny. Love that skin. Take a look at that. That is awesome. Where is it? Where's that outside view? I had it a minute ago. There we go. Look at that. Red, white, and blue. The American Eagle. Nice job. That looks really good. All right. Back up to the pointy end. Matej has still holding that top spot with a 24.3. It's Smythe right behind him there in that beautiful flamethrower. Because he's coming in for a pit. All right. Let's take a look down here. We got some other locals. Neil Woody's in here. It's looking good in that Dr. Pepper livery. His fave. Representing. I'm sure. Make sure to check out his stream. He'll give you a live stream. He's wearing a heart monitor and all this crazy business. So it's really, really entertaining and fun to watch. Check him out on his, I think he's got his Twitch channel. You can find it pretty easy if you just look at any of his posts. Good stuff. Ben Summers, his partner, in the other Dr. Pepper. Really good looking cars there, you guys. Nicely done. And let's see what else we got. Let's check out Gills. I think he's in the pit, but I know he's going to have an amazing skin. See if we can get a view of it here. Let me see if I can get this baby. Here we go. Check this out. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. Back it up. Back it up. Other back up. Oh, well. Don't get dizzy. I guess you really can't. Yeah, I'm not giving it any justice here. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's going to be a good one. Just saying. All right, back to the action. My bad. This is, I think this is private qualifying, so we're not going to see any traffic, which is good. Matej coming back out for a run. Let's check out our host, John Vandergeest. Guys are looking at. Look up to Ramada down to the Boston straight down. Really nice, really nice, really nice. All right, Roman still holding the top of the GT3s. Let's Mark Heitry, another local. He's in the pits. Kai Everstein rocking that Mercedes. This is going to be something to behold, man. We're gonna be all over the place trying to make this work here for you guys. And I want to remind you guys, we do have an open guest channel in the TeamSpeak. So if for whatever reason you drop out of the race and you want to make a couple comments, as long as they're clean, come on in, join the TeamSpeak. It's the normal practice server password is your TeamSpeak password to get into the broadcast booth with me. So come on in and have a quick chat. And I would like to interview the winners, maybe the GT3 and the Hypercar winners. We get them both in there and have a rerun of their race. You know how it was to them. So anyway, something to keep in mind. So that's something we're trying to do here. Let's get to the Hypercars to check out Tono Talvitie. The JDC Miller Motorsports Ferrari number 5. Let's check him out. As you can see also that Nick Westy has put up that 123 again. And 123.3 is the quickest time again by Nick Westy. So that's a little surprise. Let's take a look at Nick. He's in the pits, okay. Portage. He's got something to shoot for now, but as you can see, he is yellow in sector 1, so he won't be pressing so much on this lap. Where'd he go? There's Lauren and Gills. Lauren is out. Lauren Martin, he has not put in a time yet in his hypercar, so here he is now. All right, he's got himself on the board, a 131. Very nice. And Robin Taylor, that's what I was looking for in that Porsche. He puts up the 22.9, so look at that. Good heavens. He is flying. These hypercars, just look at the grip these things have, man. It's just amazing. Oh, yeah, as they come down to Aki Minerale. Variante Alta. This, I'm telling you, this is going to be a section up here to watch. Gets really congested, especially the first couple laps when there's a lot of traffic, or if you're going to have hypercars trying to pass. These guys are really going to have to be on their toes and keep it clean to not have incidents here at Imola. Good stuff. Let's see, we got Nigel is in the pits, Middleton, and Carl Middleton is out there in the BMW. Is there a third Middleton out here today? I thought Lewis might be in the race too. I don't see Lewis. Yep, there he is. Okay. Yep. There is Carl, and here is Lewis. Lewis is pulling it. So all these, the Middletons are driving the BMWs. Let's check on Nigel himself, our fearless leader. He's in the pits, but I'm sure he's in a BMW too. Yep, there it is. Okay. Okay, Cyberstein. Rocking that Merc. Let's see. Any more notables? Ben Summers. We saw him. Mark Ekins. There he is. Ekins is in the pit. And let's see. Krysek Konopia. I'm going to screw your name up. I'm so sorry. Konopka? Konopka? That might be it. I'm really sorry. Crises. You're going to have to get on TeamSpeak with me and tell me how to pronounce your name. There you go. Let's see. There's Cyberstein. He's in the pits. So all these guys are in the pits as we're coming down to 3 minutes. They're probably going to load up on some fresh rubber and get ready to try and push. Let's see who is still out there. Mataj is still out there. So again, having a little bit of trouble in that first sector. As you can see, he hasn't yet bettered his time in Sector 1. And it looks like he's kind of taking it easy right now. So he's probably on a little bit of a warm-up here to start a fresh one when he hits the line. And he will be putting his bid in for that pole. As no change in the GT3s. Roman has still got that 142.5 up there. And Kale right behind him with a 143.3. And also Johnny Gutierrez right there, third position in the GT3s with a 143.6. So these guys are just a few tenths apart, these GT3s, as Roman's out there right now. But I want to take a look. Jacobs in the pits, Randy Merrick and Vander Geese are still out. Peter Williamson in the Hypercar. We haven't seen him driving that Hertz livery. Oh, we got a little pause there. Hello. How you doing? A little bit of action there. Who else have we not? Lauren Mart. Got to look at him, didn't we? Yeah. All right. He's in the Ferrari. Of course. Haha. All right. Let's check on Escobar now because I believe he will be on a timed lap right now. So let's see if he can. Yep, he has at least bested his own first sector this time. So he's looking to push it here for a lap. Just keeping it together. Look at the speed these guys have. Come up to Minarale, up into Alba, hard on the brakes. Catch a curb, catch a curb. Don't take it too wide, out of the artificial grass out there. Down the hill to Ravaza. However the heavens to Betsy pronounce it. Really tricky right here. If you get this part right, you're in for a good lap because you can really lose a lot of time just on that downhill. Oh, and he's giving up on it. Okay. He was yellow. He did kind of blow that middle sector. All right, let's check out Freddie's out. Let's see in the pits. Tony Talvitie. You see, too, he's down and down. So this is it. He might start a time down here as the clock is down to under 1 minute. So he can cross the line, get himself on a fresh lap. Where is he? I thought he was. Yeah, okay. Here we go. It's a little bit behind, as you can see, but where he is on track and where the clock just started. There's a lot of bandwidth being used up right here, so got a little bit of lag. Tony's got his name on his car. That's always a good sign. He's kind of lost it a little bit there, a little bit out of sorts. And he is really pushing like a mansion. Holy smokes. Let's see how he does down in here. Alpha. Green and green, so he is besting his own time. Let's see how he does here with this catch up. It's just a little bit behind. The session is over, and he has spent a lot of time sliding, and he's gonna stick with it. But I don't think he might move up. Let's see. Currently in 5th. He's gonna cross the line, and he moves himself up into 4th. So he jumped right ahead of Smythe there. So nicely done. It looks like everybody's in now, except for Ben Summers is still out on track, and so is LaBelle, Michael LaBelle, who just got in to be our 29th entry. So I think he got across in time. This lap might be valid. Let's just see. Cross now. 29th, if he can bump himself up. Anytime lap should move him. And perhaps it didn't count. Okay, it doesn't show him changing. All right, I'm setting the starting order. The starting order is set. All right, there you have it. Taylor, Westy, Daskawar in the top 3 in your hypercar, and then Gutanovic, Graf, and Gutierrez, your top 3 in your GT3 class. So great job, you guys, in quali. And next up is going to be 90 minutes of intense racing. Really going to be something to watch here today with the fact that this is a tight track. Imola is it's notoriously tight. Going to be tough passing. The GT3s and hypercars, everybody's going to have to work together today to make this a successful run. We do have, as I'm looking at the list here, that you don't see because it only goes to the top 20. It looks like De Silva, Tanner Selby, and Michael LaBelle did not get times in their hypercars. So I don't know what the rule is, but I believe John Vandergeest posted that we can actually move them up through the GT3s to take the back end of the line of the hypercars, because it is a manual formation lap. I am going to go back and make sure I read the rules here. With this, we got 5 minutes of warm up here, so while that's going on, let's just double check these rules here. I'm pretty sure it's a rolling formation lap where we do our own. Yep. Okay, how does each race start? The race starts with a formation lap and rolling start. When the pole sitter exits the last corner, the race is on for all. Cars behind cannot overtake any car before they exit the last corner, so rather than use the start-finish line, they have to exit that last corner to have their race officially begin. And this is to protect the other drivers from someone taking out normal risks to set a good lap time and crashing other cars. You know how that goes. All right, the point system is the same as the original FIA WEC 24 Championship. And I think that's, you can find all that stuff on the site. It's 1 by fuel, 1 by tires. Damage is at 100, so keep it off the curbs and keep it off the wall. The total race time will be 93 minutes. That gives you 3 minutes per formation lap. The maximum field for all 6 events is 32 drivers, 14 hypercars, and 18 GP3s. We are close to that. We have 28 on the grid today, a couple of no-shows. We couldn't make it, so we'll get off into that as the race goes on and the series continues. So that's basically the general rules and info that we're going to need. Let's get a look at some of these guys. Simon Kingsbury. Let me get the driver box up so we can see who we're looking at here. So Simon Kingsbury in the Merc. I'm trying to get excuse me. I look at some of these guys that we didn't get any time with yet. High Tree still in the pit. There's Barrett Erickson. Barrett looks like he's in the McLaren today. He's a traditional BMW guy, but he's the foot sniffing pig. These guys have been around forever. Love them. Really good bunch of guys. Great driver. So hopefully you can make it through the entire series. Let's see. Here's Matteo Donatella, also in the Merc. De Silva's out on track now, so we can get a look at his skin. There it is. That's what it's supposed to look like. As you can see, Smythe is right there all over him. Warming up his tires. Now, we do have a chance of rain today. As you can see, it looks like it has been raining already. So you can see this is going to just add more to the challenge. Good heavens. Race, raining and warm up. Let's see if I can find any more info on race 1. All right. He's just having his hands full there. Good heavens. Kai Cyberstein, let's check GT3. So we got some sun and some moisture, making for an interesting race indeed. This is going to be. As we are counting down the last minute here or so of warm-up, getting ready to go racing. I am trying to find the round 1. Okay, here we go. Weather settings for round 1, which is trying to simulate the actual race. So it's going to start off. We have a clear sky, light clouds, partially cloudy with some drizzle towards the end, and mostly cloudy at the end. So we might have about a 70% humidity during the last third of the race. So that's when the rain might come, and I think they're just bringing a little bit of drizzle. So strategies are going to be put together here as we go, because if that sky opens up and it starts to come down, it's going to really make the end of this race something else. So, yeah. Who else is out? There's Randy. Merrick. At number 6. track out there. Wow. All right, this ought to be something. And that is it. Practice session is over.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
There you heard it. All non-essential personnel leave the grid now. All right, we are going to be lining up for this lap. This warm-up, it's basically formation lap. The light will go green, but we do our own formation laps under the green flag. That's what the extra 3 minutes are for. And while we're doing that, we're going to get ourselves a look at the starting order. So here we go. As the formation lap begins, you got Robert Taylor leading the way, Nick Westy, Mitesh Escobar, and Tony Talavite are your top four in the hypercars. Followed by Smythe, Freddie Hell, John Vandergeest, Randy Merrick, from 5 through 8. Hansel, Williamson, Burton, and Bertanovich up to the 12th position. Starting the GT3s, of course, there. And then Kel Graff, Johnny Gutierrez, and Matteo Donatella are first, second, and third. There's Lewis Middleton, Carl Middleton, and Neil Wood, and Kyle Syverstein. It's like the Middletons are like Team BMW. And there's Nigel. He looks like he's in a Porsche. Nigel's in a Porsche. That away, Nigel. And then Hightree, Ericsson, and Kopika. Then Ekins, Summers, Da Silva, Tanner Sylvie. They're still coming. And see these hypercar guys that are in the back, Michael LaBelle in 29th there. So that is going to be something to behold as we get ready here for the start. Now remember, the start comes when Taylor hits the last turn, and he is getting close. So here is Mr. Taylor. Give you a little bit of action. He's out in front. Stay with him a little bit there. Westy right on his tail. We're coming down the hill now. We are getting ready to go. So hold on to your seatbelts. It's going to get hairy here. As he comes out of the last turn, the race is on. And we are racing. You guys are hitting it to the pedal to the metal. And everybody makes it through. All the hypercars are getting through. Oh, we got some 19s right away. Taylor's in trouble hitting a little dirt, and that really closes the gap. Westy is all over him. Let's get back here to check out these GT3 guys as they're coming out of the last turn. Here is their start, and they are racing. Nice getaway by there by Kale. All right. And Johnny Gutierrez there in that All-American. Already challenging for second place. Putting it to the Ferrari there. Cactus Dr. Pepper car, Neil Woody. He's coming through the field. Gets himself a spot right away. Nicely done. And there's Hightree right behind him. And it looks like LaBelle got disqualified. I'm sure that's not his fault either. It's just crazy business with the way he was in the back of the field there. He might have passed somebody he wasn't supposed to. Anyway, back up to the hypercar. There is your 6th place cars. Let's check out Taylor and Westy still up front. Taylor not really pulling away. Westy staying right with him as we come around to complete the first lap of this race. Westy, Taylor. And the Escobar, third. Escobar's got a little bit of a gap back to him. Got a challenge right here already. All right, I'm going to bring up the tower now. The lag fest is over. There you go. So Kurtanovic and Graf and Johnny Gutierrez still in the GT3s putting the pressure on that third place, from third place, onto Kyle Graf. And Mateo's right behind him, and Simon Kingsbury and Lewis Middleton are just in the back of this pack. And meanwhile, Carl and Neil Wood are having a little bit of a run here. That is Carl Middleton in the BMW on Woody's day. And Kai Syverstein is just back here with this other group. He's leading the Merc with the Porsche of Nigel right behind him. Porsche. Nigel taking a look. These guys complete their first lap in this race, so holy smokes, there's a lot of stuff going on. Meanwhile, the hyper, Johnny Gutierrez, still putting the pressure, so pretty tight. Woody. There's Johnny. So they're coming up the hill. Let's check out Randy Merrick. Closing in on Vandergeest, trying to put a little bit of pressure. This is the battle for 6. Nicely done. And Tony Talvitier just ahead of these guys. He's putting some pressure to Matej. Is the battle for 3rd. Talvitier showing his stuff here. Here comes down to Akinanale. Heading up to Alta. Now this is where it's going to get tricky. Let's take a look at this. As you can see, Smythe right there with him. So this is a 3-car battle for 3rd place, basically. One mistake, and these guys are going to be all over it. All right. Meanwhile, back to the GT3s. Crossing the line, there is Mateo Donatella just behind Johnny Gutierrez there. And then behind them, we have a good battle going on between Nigel and Hightree. Hightree looks like he's going to take the spot. Oh, the hypercars are coming through already. Watch it, guys. Here come the hypercars. Good heavens, that was so close. Was that Westy and Taylor? And it does. Westy gets in front of Taylor through traffic. As you can see, this is really, really sketchy. Oh, they're coming up on the guys. Let's get. So there's Middleton. You can see position 21. Just to give you, I hate labels, but this really helps us in this multi-class stuff here. Excuse me. Get a quick look at what the heavens to Betsy's going on. As you can see now, Taylor's going, hey, I'm coming back, and they're nose to nose. Oh, and they're heading up to the danger tubs. Westy just keeping it out in front. As they get through the T3 class, coming up the hill, this is going to get sketchy. They're coming up to Alta, where all heavens to Betsy can break loose. Hang on to it, guys. You just got to be patient in your hypercar. You just got to be patient. This is letting Taylor set up, so right with him. Good job on the GT3s. Steering clear as these guys are making their way through. Good Lord, this is insane. Holy smokes. As you can see. Oh. Taylor's. Okay, it's clear sailing now. They've passed that. Like, just one more GT3 to clear. Give themselves a little bit of breathing room, and there they go. Oh, man. So, does Taylor have anything for Westy? Now, Westy got himself around her using the GT3s as a pick. That's just some amazing action there. All right, that did leave Johnny Gutierrez. This is the battle here, of course. 2nd place. You see Ferrari there. And more hypercars coming through now. Oh, we got some lag. Yeah, like I said, this is a busy server. We're cranking it to you too with 1.5 gigabytes of bandwidth I have here. Oh, but it's a lot to take in here for this, as these cars are really tight, so bear with me. I'm going to take the clock down, the clock at this point in time. The extended battle. There we go. Look at these guys just coming through the field here. Here's what it looks like from Ferrari's point of view. Or that was. Oh, give him some room. Johnny, they're fighting for track position. It's like, keep it together, keep it together. Who is that? Okay, that's the 8th place car of Hassel getting through the GT3s. Like I said, it's really tough. Tough sledding here today, guys. This is really going to be insane. All right, let's jump back a little bit. The position 24 cars, GT3s, making way for more prototypes. This is the GT3 battle. And Tanner Selby is out of this race. What happened to him? Tanner, he's had to retire. We don't know what happened. Williamson coming through. 4 guys coming through. Williamson's heading into the pits. Okay, Freddie Hell made it through. He's coming around the hypercars. Let's get a look at where we are. There's the 15th place. Okay. 9th place. I'm trying to get it to show us the current position of each class, which it doesn't. So Gatranovic is the top GT3 car, currently in 14th position. Let's see if I can find a way. No. If this will give us any indication. Taylor's got the best lap time now. So he's chasing. Here we are back to the pointy end of the hypercars. At 24.5 with full fuel. That, well, they've burned a little bit off now, but you get the idea. So these guys got some clear sailing for the moment. But I believe the rest of these guys have got some traffic to go through. Here is De Silva, currently in 11th. And then we have second place in the GTs right here, Graf. And third place, Benatelich and Gutierrez, currently in 4th, right behind him. These guys are now getting lapped. So we got some hypercars in the pits. Williamson's in the pits still, so they're getting around him. Sorry for the little bit of lag hits there, but that's what we're going to get today. KO and that Merc making it up the hill. Good job. Let's jump up to the 3rd place hypercar of Matej. So you can see he's kind of on his own, but Vandergeest and Merrick are having a little bit of a go here. Head into turn. Really crucial to get this second right to keep up the momentum. Heading into Camparello, where Senna lost his life right there before there. All right, we got a DQ and Sylvie are the 2. We got LaBelle and Sylvie are 2 of the hypercars out of this race so far. So you guys are duking it out here. Let's check on this. Nigel has gotten around Kai, and Hartree must have been struggling because he's dropped a few spots now. There is a the matter of trying to save your tires on this too, and then surviving. It's not just about to get hit up here by some hypercar actions. As here come the leaders coming through. There is Westy, and there goes Taylor. Coming up on Woody now. There is your third place GT3. It's showing him as 0-1, but that is not right. I'm going to refresh these overlays and see if we can get it. See if it comes in handy. Nope, that didn't help. All right, no big deal. There is Gutierrez. Okay, these guys are pushing it. Westy is getting challenged now. High speed part of the track here to get to the top, into the Alta. S3. Hard on the brakes. See where we are at. Alright. Oh, look at this, look at this! 3 hypercars all together, no GT3s, they've all taken each other out. Oh my gosh. You see that Westy and Taylor first and second mixed it up with actual, they were lapping the hypercar. Good Lord, did you see that? All 3 of them, no GT3s at all involved in that. So, good heavens. That Westy, that puts Dutch Gabar in second. Dropping Taylor down to third, and Talvitia is still hanging in there in fourth place as he's finding his way through some traffic here. These guys are getting through Middleton, I believe. Yeah, that is one of the Middleton BMWs. The 2, Lewis and Carl, both BMWs hanging out. They're running like a posse there, they're protecting each other. Way to keep it going. And meanwhile, for 6th and 7th, we have a good battle down here with the hypercars, getting through some GT3s, Van Beens and Hansel and Freddie Hell. There's Freddie Hell. At the end of that, as you can kind of see, I'll give you a quick look. He is in 8th, and there's Hansel in 9th, right with him. They're getting through Barrett Erickson there, gives way to the hypercars. Man, crazy business. Wow. Meanwhile, back in 10th place, the hypercars, you can see the damage there on Kai Stevenson as he is being chased by the other BMW of Krysek. They're getting, hypercars are getting through them now. Man, insane. It's crazy. Oh! Is that Carl? Is it Nigel that got spun? Yeah, Nigel got spun. Oh no, Nigel. Gonna regain. He's got a little bit of damage there, as you can see him pulling out. Currently in 13th. Oh, is he gonna pull it into the pits, or does he have it enough to get it around? Looks like he's gonna stick it out. Looks like a little cosmetic damage, but man, that was a rough go. That was a really rough go. And now he's got Williamson, the hypercar, which is a mixed with GT3s, so that's going to be something new. Meanwhile, Matang has taken the lead in the hypercars. Toscala has passed up Taylor to take the lead. And Westy and Taylor in 2nd and 3rd. Let's have a look at where is Westy. He is dropped back. Does he have damage? Let's see if he's got any vent steering. Looks like he's got a little bit of vent steering. It looks to me like he's got a hole and a little bit of left to keep it going straight. Yeah, he's in trouble. Yes, indeed, he's in trouble. We'll get a really good look at him on the straight here when we get down to the Baza straight. So look at that, he's holding it. He's got to have a little bit of left steering to keep that thing straight. So that's really unfortunate for Westy. He was in real really good shape. But there's pit stops to come, so maybe he'll take the time to get that Porsche running straight again. Meanwhile, Taylor is putting this pressure on Matej. Good racing here as he's going for it, looking to the inside. Oh, not enough room right there, but they're racing up the hill now. Paratella, I believe this is turn 9. 19 turns on this track. And they are through the 9 to 10 section now, heading down to Imola, which is 11, 12, and 13. That little kink down here. 11, 12, and 13 right there when it comes back to the left. And then they head up to Alta, which is turns 14 and 15. So, nothing but pressure for Matej. Come down to the Ravaza. Really tough braking right here. Races are won and lost in this little section of the track here. Never fails. These guys are going to drag race it down the straight. Very good, very good. All right. Is he going to take a look? Just about to the braking zone where it's not enough room to take a look, but he is right on Matej's bumper as they get through. All right. They've got a clear sailing until they get up to that next GT3, but we've got a battle going back here for second and third. We've got the third place car of Mateo chasing down Graf. You can see on their car numbers as the hypers are coming through. So this is Williamson making it through, and Gratonovic is still way out in that BMW. He's cruising. You can see he is leading the GT3s. But Donatella is holding his own in third there. And Kyle Graf is in second in the GT3s as the hypers are getting through. Really tricky right here. Oh, very good patience shown there. Oh, we got a yellow in sector 2. Dare I investigate? Heaven Sabetzi. De Silva's looking for a way around. He's being very patient. Okay, here's your chance. Oh no, but he's all over the place. Oh, it's hard to pass when your car is running around like a loose nut. There they go. Okay, he got through. So there is your second and third place battle for GT3. The second place Ferrari of Tail Graf. Hold his own. Meanwhile, back at the top, things are really tightening up. We have 4 cars, all within, I believe, a second and a half of each other. Let's jump. There's your leaders, and it looks like Taylor has gotten around Matej. How do I miss that pass? Darn it. I'm sure it had something to do with that next GT3 that was coming up. Maybe he played a pick on him, or maybe not. They might still have yet to come. Oh, he's all over the place, though. Taylor lost it there. That's going to allow Matej to come through. He's alongside. He's got the underside. Takes advantage and reclaims the lead momentarily. But that puts Taylor on the inside, who now they're neck and neck. They're heading down into this really tricky section down here, Manarale. And Taylor comes out with the advantage on that one. Very nicely done. As you can see, the Talvitia and Westy right behind him, getting sideways. Holy smokes, Westy, we know he's got that bent steering, and Smythe gets around him. Talvitia finds himself on the podium right now with 70 minutes remaining. So we're only 20 minutes into this race, and I'm telling you, man, there's a lot going on. Back to the GT3 battle, still holding second. So these guys are keeping that gap. It looks as though Kale is managing the gap well to be the second and third. And then we got Gutierrez just hanging back in there, keeping it going. And now, if I know Johnny, he is pacing and he's making sure that he's going to have some rubber left over. So yeah, that's a good job. Meanwhile, let's check out Barrett Erickson and Mark Heitry, a couple of favorites here, having a little bit of a fight here. And the hypercar's coming through. Here comes Smythe. So that is Westy and Smythe getting through. 4th and 5th hypercars about to pass the number 10 and 11th position GT3s. As we get through, there goes Smythe around. He's coming up on Heitry now. And he gets through cleanly. And then Randy Merrick coming up on that corn-fed machine. Looking for a way to get through. Hello. Sorry about the lag. All right, it looks like they're all getting through. High Tree needs to get a little bit. You can't make yourself go off track, so you got to hold your apex. And those guys are through. So, okay, phew, that one's done. Meanwhile, Nigel, after that spin, he is coming, trying to get spots back from Sumners. He has Ben in his sights coming up on the tight for 12th now. He lost those 3 or 4 positions. Looks like he's battling pretty hard. Let's take a look from the driver's view in that Porsche. How's he doing? Looks like he's holding his own. Going through Minerale, however the hell it's supposed. Coming into Alta, which is the top of the racetrack. This is the highest point on the track right here. And his steering looks pretty good. Looks like he's straight. So like I said, I think it's just cosmetic. His hood's a mess. The body shop guys will have to get him. As the hypercar that hurts gets through him. Nicely done. All right. Meanwhile, at the tippy end, Taylor's still out front. Getting through traffic now. Got to get through this traffic. They're going through the leaders of the GT3 now. That is the second place car he just passed. So next up will be Roman Ivanovic, who's just, like I said at the beginning, he's so consistent. He's just running his own race up there. It's like, got that huge gap. And yeah, that's just how it is. Gaps to the next cars. That'll be a lot easier. All right, Taylor making his way through. Got 5 seconds on Mataj now in second place. So let's check out Talvitier, who's now getting through the traffic. Oh, what happened to Talvitier? Tony's out. Tony just DNF'd into the smoke. Did he get disconnected? Did he have a crash? I don't know. Maybe he'll jump on with us in TeamSpeak and let us know what's up. But man, this is a lot to keep up with. Let's check back with Mateo and Kyle. It's getting a little closer now. Starting to put a little pressure. As we got more lappers coming through here, come more hypercars. Not a lot of room. These guys are duking it out. These GT3s are fighting hard. There they go. Okay. The corn-fed Randy Merrick gets through cleanly. And here comes right on his tail, though, is John Vandergeest. And he gets through as well. Okay, so those guys made it through good. This is a great battle here at the GT3s. This is for second, third, and fourth right there. And it looks like Kale might have something to say here on this lap, but Gutierrez is just waiting it out. These guys are fighting really well here. Check it out from Johnny's view. Up into Alta. Really got to watch the curves here. You can see in Johnny's mirror there, in his camera, there's another hypercar on the way. So here comes that. So Johnny's going to stay. This is so tight because you can't give up the apex here at all. But luckily that car got through just in time. That Hansel. Oh, here comes Hansel now, coming up on the 5th place car of Freddie Hell, I'm sorry. Who's ahead in 7th. Okay, that's more like it. So Hagel's got that huge gap. Freddie Hell up in front. Some 8 seconds. Merrick, let's see, nothing going on at the top. Just getting through. That is the first place Taylor getting through Middleton. Nigel holding on to 12th. The GT3 class. Good heavens. And then we got the Middletons here are battling. The BMWs are battling each other, or are they just driving the train? These guys are. This is teamwork right here. These guys are really putting it together. Got Lewis and Carl keeping it clean. Nobody don't want to crash each other. And then just a couple of cars ahead, and it's the battle for the podium. See Gutierrez just staying with him back there in fourth as these guys duking it out for third. And Cale's just been defending this whole time in that Ferrari, keeping the pressure from Donatella. Just insane. So bummer about Salvitier, he's out. Also, okay, Manrick and Vandergeest are having a little bit of a tussle. Here we go. Eric's having a look. Vandergeest manages to pull out a little bit there. And then Raffarello. Oh, and Vandergeest does a little wide, slows him down. Eric's going to try and take advantage. We got the pick car right in front of him. That's the 14th place car of the GT3 class. They make it through. And just ahead of them is Smythe and Westy. So remember, Westy's fighting that car. He did manage to get himself back on the podium, so he's gotten around Smythe. But let's see if Smythe has anything for him coming back. Oh, just stays off him. Holy smokes. Hard on the brakes with Smythe there to avoid an incident there. Oh, got another yellow in sector 2. Good heavens. So the gaps are, yeah, we got that 9-second gap by Taylor out front, and then a 5-second gap between the Stabler and Westy. But Smythe and Westy are right there for duking it. And let's see, we're going to jump back to this GT3 battle. Oh, we got what's going on right in front of these guys. There's going to be a lap car situation. Smythe, yeah, that's the 22 place car. All right, trying to get distant advantage here. There's High Tree. That was the battle I wanted to look at. In fact, it was High Tree and Ericsson as the Hypers just get through them. That's High Tree coming out ahead there of Ericsson after the Hypers get through, but not by much. Meanwhile, the Middleton brothers, they're up next for this rain of hypercars coming through. As you can see them now closing in. Here they come. Oh, such a tricky part of the track here. As we are coming in on the first 30 minutes of this race. They got through nicely there. Go both Nigel, brothers, cousins, sons. There goes Westy through. Making his way. Holy smokes. This is crazy business. So Merrick just has it off. Vandergeest in 5th. Freddie Hale gets around Merrick. 2 teammates. So Merrick, unfortunate. I don't know if that was a self-spin or if there was he had help. We don't know. But there, Freddie Hale is out front of him by about almost 5 seconds now. So there's that gap. The DNF list is growing. We got Sylvie. De Silva is now disqualified, and Lavelle is disqualified. So I'm curious about those disqualifications. But Talvitier also on the DNF list. So we got, what, 4 cars out now, 5 cars. Ekins is out. Ekins is also out. Hi, Cyberstein. At the tail end of this GT3 race. You can see there he's in 14. All right, so Gutierrez now still in 4th. Vratanovich way out front. The Middletons, the BMWs, they're just behind this group. There's Simon Kingsbury just behind Johnny. He's kind of in his own race there. As here come the Hypers coming up on this 2nd, 3rd, 4th place GT car. So that is Matej in 2nd place, making his way through. Okay. There we go. All right, meanwhile, these guys, this is the closest battle here since GT3. Let's take a look at the top. We got Taylor. He's 14 seconds up in front of Mataj now. There is Mataj. Let's get through some GT3 traffic. Smythe making his way through. He's getting through the second and third place GT3s. And then we have Westy, who just cleared him. And there is Westy. See, Westy's still fighting that steering. Look at that, he's got that 9 degrees of left to keep it straight. Oh, that's got to be tough. He's really doing a good job keeping that baby in there. And right here, this battle for second place is ongoing with the GT3s. It's just relentless. Kale Graff is just relentlessly holding the pressure off from Mateo. And you see Gutierrez getting out of the way. Here come the hypers. More hypers coming through. Who's that? That's Vandergeest. Okay, the group of Vandergeest and Freddie Hell. Merrick should not be too far behind, but Merrick, where we had that spin. Meanwhile, back in the little bit behind these guys, Neil Wood is fighting for position with Carl Middleton, and Krycek is also in on this. He's just a little bit, you'll see him coming into your picture. It's showing him pretty close. I don't see him though. Where is it? Or that is Krycek. I apologize. That's him. It's Carl that's out front. So this is Woody and Konopka. Fighting for that. Comes another hyper. So tricky. Puts a foot off as they're heading down into that Akeem Manarari. Really tough little section, but that hypercar just blasted right through these guys. Este no problema. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is GT3 getting past the gonna pick. And who is this? Mateo. Johnny, is that Kingsbury? Nope, that's not Kingsbury. So that must be a lap GT3 car. Who we got? We're gonna take a peek. We gotta take a peek. Yeah, okay. It's Summers. Right. That's what it was. Oh, we got second third. It's off. No, it was Mateo. No, who was that in the Ferrari? It was Kale. Oh man, I saw him go off there. That opens up. Johnny Gutierrez takes the third spot from him. And he's now got the 13th place car just ahead of him. A lap down. So that was on. Now it's Gutierrez and Tanatala in second and third. Wow. And the Hyper Smythe and Westy kind of keeping it tight here. They got some clear sailing right now. GT3's in the way, so it might be a good opportunity for Smythe to try and make a move on Westy. You know, Westy's got that little bit of handicap with that bent steering, but he's really, really fighting and hanging in there. So this guy's got to be thinking about some pit stops. Is that Ericsson they're getting around now? Yep, there's Ericsson, currently in 11th in the GT3 class. Got to give him the impact. Also got a little bit of windshield action. Is there some rain coming down? Yeah, look at that little bit of moisture. It's starting to happen. Oh boy, that's just what we need. Let's just make the track as slippery as possible now. Excuse me, battle for 8th here with Woody and Krycek. comes Westy to come around him. Saw the blue flag there. And Freddie. Smythe, I'm sorry. Smythe getting through. It's a good place to pass there on the straight, so that was fortunate. But meanwhile, these guys are having a pretty good fight right here. That BMW. Fight going on here. Staying with it. So got a little bit of a slow action. Let's see Smythe. There is Smythe. Got through the Middletons. But it looks like we got perhaps these 4 GT3s. We got the pair here, and then the Middletons are just ahead of these guys. Not by much, but see, Lewis and Carl are just kind of keeping their own race. We're looking to score some points. Taylor is our leader. Hypercast. Cash in second place there. And Westy's closing in on him, though. Westy has gotten around Smythe. There he is. And he is on a mission, man. He's on a bent steering mission. You get back up there in the pointy end. Vandergee's having a good race, holding on to 5th place. Check back here with the Cupola, looking like he's making a move on Woody, and he does. He gets that spot away from Wood. But Kreisek taking the position. The hypercars come through again. Oh, hello. Give him a kiss. That's going to allow Woody to get on the inside and take a spin. And oh, he just gets tit for tat, and all that work has gone down the drain as he finds himself back behind Woody again. So he's just going to have to regroup and fight. He's got a little bit of damage there. Let's make sure he's not bent. The rain, looks like he's okay. All right, let's see Johnny Gutierrez now. Still putting the pressure on Donatella. Mateo. Just kept all that pressure all over Graf, and Graf just lost it. Man, it was going to be tough to get around. I don't know if that was... Are we starting to get a little bit of spray? The track is getting a little bit of moisture. As we got Westy and Smythe coming through. These guys are coming through the leaders. This is the 2nd and 3rd place cars in GT3. As they're taking the outside to inside, give them some room. Get through there. Come on, Smythe. Oh, Smythe is boxed in. He's in a GT sandwich. What'll he do? He's just going to take off-road, and he still can't get it done. Oh, but he manages on the outside. Holy smokes. That was a little bit of thrill-seeking there. Good heavens. Johnny's got the wipers on. Coming up to Alta. And you can see Graf back there. Chaos making his way back into the scene after that unfortunate off. So here he is in 4th now, just closing in. So let's see how he's doing. The rain is starting to hit. Looks like he's in okay shape. As we're at the 50-minute mark now. So Woody back ahead of Kreisek, but Kreisek, what was that all about? Lag is not your pal. So we'll check back with these guys. Meanwhile, High Tree having a decent race. He's keeping himself in the mix. that top 10 has got Gutierrez just keeping the pressure on Mateo. Just hanging back far enough. And meanwhile, up in the pointy end, we got Westy and Smythe duking it out. So both classes have leaders way out in front. We got Matej Dascobler in first place in the hypers. He's got that 8-second gap on Westy. But then Smythe and Westy are within a second. Then we got Gutierrez and Mateo that are within a second. Back here in this GT3 as more hypers are coming through. Oh, lag be gone. Bending off. Meanwhile, the battle with Woody is Kreisik. Slowly closing it. He's got it under 2 seconds again, so we can make his way back. And you can see Hightree right behind there. There's your 9th place car. And Hightree right behind him in 10, right there. So these guys are having themselves a pretty decent race. Okay, here's Hansel. Hansel's been pretty steady throughout this whole ordeal. And holding on to 6th place in that Ferrari. As he's coming in for the pit stop. So I thought it's about time for these guys to start thinking about getting some rubber. So Hassel's in. Taylor's staying out. I think Taylor already had his pit stop. Let's see if the number of stops is working. Yeah, see, Taylor had his pit stop already, and so did Reddy Howell. So those two have pitted already. Okay, wow, it's out 6-second. Westy's now in 2nd place, and Smythe has gone into the pit. So Smythe takes advantage. It's time to get rubbers now. I don't know if these guys are going for wets or what, but Smythe is pitted. Westy's closing. He's in with 5 seconds as he's getting around. I don't know if that is Neil or his teammate. That was Woody right there. You got around. So Woody has shaken Canopas, who's in the pit stops now. Okay. And here it comes. That pitting from Grojanovic, I think, has pitted now. As you know, he's still out there. It's Martin that's in the pits. Okay, so Grojanovic still out front. No pits for the GT3s as of yet, but Lauren Martin has just been knocked out of this race, so that is yet another retirement. As you got Syverstein and Canopa in the pits for the GT3s, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 cars out of this race now. Ekins is out, and the latest will be 6 Lauren Martin. That's going to be 6 cars out. Rain is threatening. So Gutierrez still trying to sitting on the podium, but pressure on tail. And Simon Kingsbury now finds himself not too far out of the picture, as he is now in 5th in that race. Graf. 4th position there, some 4 seconds back of Gutierrez. So it'll be interesting when these guys start to pit. Hightree's in the pits now. No action there. We got some action going up here, up Pointy end though. Here comes Smythe. Smythe is putting the pressure. He's looking to the inside. It looks like he's got the spot. He's going to take that away from Taylor. Oh, and he has a little bit of off. Is that going to open the door? Another double off. Triple off. Where is Taylor? Oh, Konopka got a penalty speeding in the pit lane down his exit. That's got to be what it is. You don't get penalties. Oh, I'm telling you, Smythe is having a rough go as he lets Taylor right back into second place. Oh, how frustrating. I wonder if it's his tires. Smythe is fighting the car for sure. Man, pressure back on. He regained himself here. Putting the pressure on Taylor. Porsche on Porsche here for second place. Meanwhile, what's going on back here? It looks like Gutierrez has gotten around. He finally got around. All right, we missed that, but he got around Mateo. And Graf. Honey has taken second place. It's not due to the pit stop. Middleton's in the pits. Lewis. Oh, there's a hypercar off. Soon to be a hypercar making a pass again. Oh, coming into the pits. Okay. All right, so that is the leader. Escabaler pitting from the lead in the hypercar class. And we got Gutierrez, Mateo, and Graf now duking it out for second, third, and fourth. As who is this approaching fast on the team? In the Lumens. Gutierrez, it is High Tree. Okay, getting lapped. Well, that's what I thought. Okay, actually, Gutierrez and High Tree are teammates. So now you can give Gutierrez a little love, keeping that BMW off of him. But I think it's the Donatella. And Graf now they are in the third and fourth fight as Gutierrez has checked out. I'm sure it was some kind of a traffic situation that put Gutierrez out in front, gave him that second spot. I'm sorry, there's just so much going on in this race that it's holy smokes. Every turn there's something going on. This is the battle for third. Graf has regained himself after that spin, and now he's putting the pressure back on Donatella. Sorry, you guys got to tell me how to say your names. I really apologize. So it looks like he might have a little bit of a shot here. Because remember, the whole first 25 minutes of this race, it was Graf defending from Mateo. And now it's Mateo defending from Graf. So the shoe's on the other foot. So after the pit stops, Taylor is in the lead of this race now. Escobar, Mateo, who came out of the pits in third place, here he is now. He's taking the scenic route, but he had that huge lead. So we'll see what happens after the pit stops. If he can make it around and see what's he got going on here. He's got black rain. All right. So we got Kingsbury in the pits. The rain is really starting to come down now, as you can see. This is legit real rain, it looks like. Oh, as the cars are flying by. Good night. And now in second place is Graf Gutierrez after the pit stop. So Roman is pitted, it looks like. Or he had a spin. Let's see. Paso de Natala. Not showing him pitting. So I don't know if Roman had it off or did he pit? I missed it. If he did, I'm sure he pitted. Yeah, because he had a 91-second sector 3. So that would include a pit stop, I believe. So that is the answer to that. Puts Gutierrez in front of the GT3 class. And also, that moves Graf into second. And Simon Kingsbury, I think, finds himself in third now in that Merc. So Mateo, I believe also, who's in the pits, has pitted and come out now with some fresh rubber. So there is your new order after the pit stop. So curious to see what happens as the pit stop cycles continue. Gutierrez now pitting. Okay, he's in the pits. That's going to put Graf in front. So got to keep an eye on where Gutierrez comes out and where Gratonovic is on track. So here is Gratonovic. Yeah, see, he's making that last turn. So he's going to be taking back a few spots right now. He's going to get Gutierrez right now. And where is Johnny? Is Johnny on his way out of the pits yet? Nope, not yet. So there is Simon in second place. Graf finds himself in the lead after his spin, but is yet to pit. So Neil Wood is also in the pits, pitting from, I believe, 5th place. So meanwhile, up at the top, Smythe and Taylor having a battle here as the fight continues. And Skoblar, Mateus, currently in third. Getting around the third place car of Roman there. Gutierrez is now out of the pit. Williamson is in the pit. These guys are really duking it out. Let's see now where Mateo is. KL leading the GT3s at this point in time, staying out. Now remember, these guys haven't been in, so depending on how wet the track gets, these guys are not on rain tires. And there's, okay, somebody else must have just pitted. Ericsson's in, but we've got Roman showing in third now as Gutierrez is back out, right? Okay. Yep. He's in 5th. But remember, Graf is yet to pit, and I don't think Kingsbury's pitted yet either, so that's going to move up 2 spots. Where is Mateo? So Mateo's just ahead of Gutierrez there, so he's got back to this battle to the 2nd gap now. Hypercar comes out of the pits. Might that be? Okay. Williamson in the Hertz livery. So Kingsbury and Graf, I believe, are still out there. And what the heck was that? Was that Roman? No. I saw somebody going off in the dirt. That was indeed Williamson, wasn't it? He's having a run. There he is. Good heavens. All right, we got, I believe, just 9 hypercars left in this race. There's quite a few out. Nigel Middleton has just been the latest to join the DNFs. Kai Syverstein is also a DNF. So with about just over a half hour to go, they're starting to drop out. Attrition is taking place, and I knew this was going to be tough track with these multi-class. It's going to be tough. Got Woody in 8th place, putting up. Or was that Summers? Nope, not Summers. That's Wood. And who is? That's got to be. Okay. That's what I thought. There is KO right there. There is your GT3 leader. Letting Smythe through. He's yet to pit. Kingsbury is yet to pit. And here comes Bertanovich. He's going to make his way through the field. He's going to take over 2nd place here. He's got to have the pressure rubber and just able to take it away on the outside. You can see how Kingsbury's getting a little loose there. It's got to be hard to control that car. No, but Taylor still leading the Hypers. There he is. He's got 5 seconds on Smythe. Right. And then Matej was leading. He's got 12 seconds to catch up. He's got 32 minutes to make up that 11-second gap. So we'll see what happens. Vandergeest having a good race, holding on to 5th place. Or 4th place now, excuse me. And Nick Westy, who did lead several laps of this race, finds himself in 5th place. He's hanging in there. Did he pit and fix the steering? Let's have a look. It looks like the steering's a little bit straighter now, so I would say yes. Oh, hello. Get out of there. Make it go away. Man, what the hell? Sorry about that. Hit that button. Anyway. The battles. Oh, there's your 12th place car. GT3 getting run down now by Westy. He's getting around, and now he's got up to Gutierrez as well. Currently in 4th, I believe. 5th. Gutierrez is in 5th. Roman has got himself back up to 2nd, but let's get back to this. Gutierrez spins, avoids getting hit. Oh, I had a little mouse moment there. Missed all that. I'm really sorry. But Gutierrez spinning from 4th, giving up some ground. We're just coming up 1 minute to go till 30 minutes left as Johnny's having a little bit of a fun off-roading here. Yeah, okay, let's see what we got. It's the rain, I think. Gotta be a little slippery out there. All right, so Smythe taking the scenic route. Westy some 2 seconds ahead. There he is. Coming through Alta. And we got a little bit of a bunch up here in the GT3s along with some traffic. So here is a good mid-pack battle for 5th place and 6th place. As you can see, Kingsbury and Middleton fighting through as the hypercars go through. 5th and 6th, they're battling out, and it looks like, oh, tit for tat. Middleton's got the inside on Kingsbury and does take that position. The hypercars act like a pick for him. It's kind of how things go in these multi-class races. This is some intense action. Holy smokes. So these guys are duking it out on this slippery track with a little bit of sun coming through now. But you can see the spray coming off. The track is just about medium light wetness, so not horrible, but definitely not easy. You can see there's spots of spray coming up. So, and just ahead of these two is Gutierrez. After that off, see, it looks like he is trying to hold his own. I believe he's in 4th place now in the GT3s. Yeah, he is in 4th. He's got a little bit of damage, a little bit of body work. Not too bad. See, he's having a trouble there. And there goes Hansel, who's got 6th place now with the hypercars. Nicely done. And meanwhile, Kingsbury and Middleton are still fighting. Kingsbury trying to come back on Lewis as they're picking up some moisture here. This could be sketchy. He's got the inside right. He's going to be on the inside. He does get the position back. So these guys have swapped it once again. That puts Simon up ahead of Middleton. And he gets a pretty good gap out of that. It's like Middleton had a little bit of trouble on exit there, and that allowed Kingsbury to get that gap. Teo, let's check on him. He's now in 3rd. And he's got Grutanovic some gap 4 seconds ahead of him. But in the meantime, he has, I believe that's a Middleton. Is that a lap of Middleton in front? No, it's Konekopa, who had the drive-through. So he's in 9th. So 3rd place, getting through 9th. Gutierrez coming back here. There's the gap to 4th. With the Taylor leader coming through. So the leaders are just past the 4th place GT3. Good heavens. As he's having a hard time joining. Meanwhile, Merrick is in the pits with a DNF. So Merrick is the next victim out. Teammate Freddie Hell is still in it. There is Freddie, currently in 7th. Hotfill in 6th. Vandergeest, very consistent this race. John has maintained that top 4 to 5 position this entire race with 26 minutes to go. We'll hold us on for some good points. Smythe also has had a very good race, finding himself in 4th place. And we know the troubles that Westy had in the beginning. He's very quick, and he could be coming back, but he's got 11 seconds to make up to get to Smythe. I mean, ahead of Smythe, I'm sorry. But Mataj is way up there. But anyway, let's check on this little hypercar action get through. All right, as Westy gets through. Meanwhile, Middleton and Woody are having a little fight now, and he's going off, and that's a big crash by Middleton. Wow. From 7th place, that's going to give Woody 7th and put him into 8th. He's got some serious damage. Oh my goodness, he's done. So Middleton's out. Wow. That hurt my neck. Good Lord. Meanwhile, Grutanovic, he's pushing Graf for the lead. We're going to have the lead change, and Grutanovic is going to regain the lead once again. Mr. Consistent through the mist, through the rain, has reclaimed the lead of this race with 25 minutes to go. Some hypercars coming through. We'll let him through, and he gets through no problem. But look at this rain. Oh my gosh. That was something else, man. So there is your GT3 leader once again, Roman Grutanovic taking over. Dale Graf right there, 2nd place, who had a heck of a first half of this race. We had that one off that put him back, but now he finds himself back in 2nd position. So good battling by Cal. 3rd place, Mateo. He's some 5 seconds ahead of Gutierrez to defend. Gutierrez in 4th now after that off with the crash. So, yeah. Lots of stuff going on. Meanwhile, to the pointy end. Here comes the leaders coming through now. They're passing the lead group of GT3s coming up on the 2nd place. Graf. There goes Robin Taylor picking through the GT3s, and right behind him is a lap hypercar because Mataj is some 30 seconds back. So there's a good pit stop difference there. In fact, let's take a look because that is number 1 Taylor. And Gratonovich is the number 1 of the GT3s, and there is the number 6 Hotzel getting lapped. So Taylor has lapped up to 6th place in his own class. So next on that lap list was going to be John Vandergeest, which is just up the road there. You can see Vandergeest there. So Taylor's about to 23 minutes up. He's probably going to have enough time to lap up to 5th place in his own class. All right, let's check out back to the GT3 action. There is Ben Sumners. Of course, Nigel's out. He is currently in the last place in the GT3s. Then we have Carl Middleton, who is also just out. Lewis Middleton, who is also out. So all the Middletons are now out of this race with 23 minutes to go. The DNF list is growing. Good heavens, that's unfortunate. So that's going to move Woody's teammate Ben Summers in that Audi. He is going to take, I believe that's going to be 9th or 10th place for the GT3s. Yeah, 11th. Okay, so he's 11th deep. 11 deep. Moving, and then there's Hightree, who's now in 7th. And Woody in 6th, and Simon Kingsbury in 5th. So, wow. The track is claiming its drivers. There's no conquerors, only survivors at this point. Good heavens. So 4th place Smythe in the hyperclass. No threat. He's got 15 seconds on Vandergeest. There's 3rd place Westy. And he's got no threat from Smythe. He's got 18 seconds on Smythe. So these guys are just got to finish their lap. And there is the Scabalaire, 2nd place. Matej also led this race for a while. He's got 19 seconds on Westy, and Taylor has 30 seconds on Matej. So I believe Taylor just has to get across the line and take victory for the Hypers with this. So that said, let's get back down here to America's out. Graf just got around him, so man, the attrition rate is high. I don't think the rain did these guys any favors. Good heavens. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars now out that I can count. It's probably more. That's just what I'm counting right now. All right, so closest battles on track. Got Gutierrez. Got 4 seconds behind Mateo as the Hypers get through. And then Kingsbury. There he is. So Merrick is parked. That's why you see his name coming and going there as these cars unlap themselves. He is in the pits. Woody, not too far back. So Woody's within 5 seconds of Kingsbury, with Hightree some 8 seconds back of him. I think that's how it works out. So here, let's go from the tippy top. There's Taylor leading the hypercars. It's about to lap what is the 5th place Vandergeest. Then we got Gratonovich leading the GT3s. That's the 2nd place. Matej is going to get around him. And then Gutierrez finds himself back on the podium. I believe he's got 3rd place back again. What happened to Mateo? Something must have happened to Mateo to let Johnny back in this. He's definitely still on the podium again. So Mateo, car looks clean still. I don't see any damage, so he might have had a self off. I don't know. Kingsbury there. Kreisek and Hightree. Hightree finding himself up a little bit. There is Mark hanging on to 7th place. So with just under 20 minutes left here, there is some. The field is pretty much spread out. They're all gapped now. Not a lot of position racing going on as we speak. However, Vandergeest is about to get lapped. If he didn't just get lapped already by, I think he did, by Taylor. Yep, Taylor just got him. There's Vandergeest. There's Taylor. And then Hazel not far behind. There's Hazel. Thomas. And then Freddie Howell. 7th place, hanging on, as there are now 8 hypercars left. And there's Peter Williamson in the pit. So not out of this race, just in the pit stop. Okay, then the GT3, there is your leader. Roman Tonovich is just building that gap again. Gutierrez is now in 2nd. So what the heck's going on? Who pitted? Konopka pitted. Mateo is now in 3rd. Gutierrez in 2nd. Graf now in 4th. So interesting events going on here as we're getting close to this thing being over. You guys got to survive another 17 minutes. Wasn't too long ago, but Gutierrez was in 4th behind Graf and Donatella. So I don't know what happened to these guys. They must have had it off. Did they have a hypercar off? As their leaders get through 4th place in the GT3s, and there is 5th place. Vandergeest also going to get through. Vandergeest gets around. And is that Smythe? Nope, Smythe is up there trying to get around here. So Freddie Hell. Hassel. There it is. It's Hassel getting around the 4th place car of the GT class. So yeah, I don't know how they got there, but Gutierrez is now in 2nd place. Donatella's in 3rd. So great job racing with these guys. Finding themselves on the podium after a day's work, 15 minutes to go. And this has been quite a battle. So it appears that the rain has stopped. So things are drying out now. Okay, Gutierrez is.
Did you butcher any names lately?
Hello!
Hello! How you doing?
Who am I talking to?
Talvitien.
Oh, Tony, how you doing, Tony? Yeah, you got out of this race early. What happened?
Yeah, I forgot to put my phone on the charger, so it ran out of battery.
The phone, were you going off the wireless?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it was working pretty good. So, holy smokes, what a way to go. Oh, most unfortunate. Yeah, it was really sad when you dropped out. But, man, what do you think of this race so far? Crazy.
Yeah, I think Dax Hopper is doing great. Also, I was surprised about Jacob. He drove really nice behind me.
Yeah. Look at that. I think we're up to 10, 11 cars out now.
But it's crazy shit. It's a sport track. You can't
Yeah.
but just cruise around. It's pretty wild.
Right. Did you managed to get out before the rain came, yeah?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter on the hypercars. It's about 5% rain, I think. So it has so much grip that it really doesn't matter.
All right.
Yeah, just press gas.
I noticed because they were spinning off all over the place. And boy, what about Roman Gratonovich in the GT3 class? He just runs away with these races. He's so consistent.
Yeah, cut down.
He's in that BMW and he, you know.
Yeah, I want so bad to win him every time. But he's really fast. He pushes us all to practice everything.
Yeah,
I really like the guy. He's a true gentleman.
He is. He's very good, and he's very consistent. It shows. His driving is as good as his person, right?
Exactly. I was hoping that Robin would win this because he really would deserve it.
Yeah. What happened? So Taylor, he's down in third now. But that was the beginning was really tight, man. I don't know what happened that first turn. I think it was Westy or Taylor went into the dirt, and it just started from there.
Yeah, I know that's the problem these guys have, but I don't know if I want to say it. Especially super fast, but I know what his problem is.
Yeah.
Because then he rides to the horizon.
It's crazy. Yeah, we were just about 12 minutes to go here. And it looks like a little bit of battle here for Hotzel and Vandergeest. So John's got to do some defending here. He has got Hotzel all over him in the Hypercar class. And he's running into a little bit of GT3 traffic with Ericsson there, providing a nice little pick for him. So Hotzel might try to make a move on Vandergeest. John's had a really good race.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that he has my setup that
okay.
I didn't practice at all for this, and he asked for setup, so I just took everything off and
Hotzel is
minimum suspension and all dampers off and everything off, so
okay.
He has no setup basically.
Wow, so it's just down to the ground.
Yeah.
Well, he's doing really well, so he hasn't crashed out yet. So he's in good shape. And you're right. And Hightree was having trouble with the connections, but he's doing really good as well. So our two admin guys are hanging in there for this race, which is good to see.
Yeah, it's a really ass, race, and you see, oh shit, that's an admin. So,
yeah. But
it's really stressful sometimes.
He takes his admin hat off when they're racing, of course, obviously.
Yes, I know, but still.
And we got a little bit of action here with the Dr. Pepper livery up from my screen. It was Hotzel just got off the road with, it looked like that was Woody's teammate. So
I almost joined in a cheating contest because I was supposed to work, but I didn't know. I was on a waiting list.
Yeah, and this race has just been a handful. So Mateusz is back in the lead. The Skobler's got but the gap is down. It was 32 seconds. It's now 8 seconds for Westy. So Westy's making a charge here because Taylor's in third and Vandergeest is now in fourth. So it's really heating up here towards the end. You might have something for him. I think the traffic is helping out. Because Westy had a little bit of damage. He had some bent steering before the pit stop, so he fixed a little bit of repair. He's driving. His wheel is straight now. He was up there in the lead, I think. When it was a three-way collision with three hypercars, a lapped hypercar and the person in second place, and they all twisted up right at pit in. And then that's when the trouble started for Westy.
He seems to find trouble always.
Yeah. I don't know what the common denominator there, but he just got around Smythe, so he's just lapped sixth place. He's still 6 seconds off the lead with 9 minutes to go, so I don't know. That's a tough ask there. But the lead was 30-something seconds, so it has come way down. So I don't know, Matash, if he's pitted to get out of the... I don't think... You guys didn't put wets on, I don't think. You think they're going to just stick it out for that little bit of rain, yeah?
Yeah, you don't need wets on a little rain. I think it's around 20%, 30% wet track.
Yeah. I think I usually go by the spray. If there's a ton of spray, then you can tell it's time to change. These guys are...
30 to 40% when you need to
all right.
Switch tires.
Well, GT3s, we got a pretty good battle here for fourth. Matteo and Kale. And the Merc just got around Graf. So Donatella just took third. These guys have been fighting all day. They were defending second, third, and then Graf had an off and find himself back in fourth or fifth, and now he's battling for the podium again. Gutierrez was the beneficiary of that, found himself in second place after a couple of mishaps. There is Johnny. He is out front. He's got 11 seconds on Kale, but Kale and Matteo are battling here. They're neck and neck, and in fact, Kale just got back around, and now here comes Matteo to get back around. They're drag racing up to the top. And Graf comes out ahead on that battle. Trying to get these track names. Got aquí Manurale up to Variante Alta. It's that chicane up top. That's where they are now. So it looks like Graf's got a little bit of a gap now. He's got it up to a second when it was bumper to bumper. So good job there. Vandergeest and Hostel in the hypercars. Still got to defend. Vandergeest is holding on to that fourth spot with Tony Darbitier set up. Second between these two. Good fight going on there. Okay, now the hypercars are coming through for the second and third place GT3 drivers, or third and fourth. Man, it's just so sketchy.
Yeah, you really need lots of patience to let the car go and mind the traffic.
Yeah, not a lot of room to pass here. But there hasn't been too many collisions. Like the worst one was not the GTs, but the hypercars all crashing into each other. That was the worst one so far. There wasn't a GT involved.
I saw it. I was clicking the broadcast earlier.
Okay.
That looked kind of mildly funny.
Yeah. It was a lap hypercar and then the two leaders, I think, trying to get around them. Crazy business. All right, we are there. Got 5 minutes left in this race. Got Mataj in the lead from Westy, and now the gap's up to 6 seconds. So that must have been some traffic that created that gap because it was down, and now Westy's he's holding on, but Mataj is running away from him. And Taylor is coming up on him, 3 seconds back to Taylor. So Taylor might have something to say about the podium here. He's currently in third. He's looking like he's gunning for second. And I think they're lapping all the way to Hansel. So the top 3 cars have lapped up the 5th place of the class. That's how much faster these guys are, man. They're just moving it. Vandergeest in 4th. So fourth and fifth are a lap down from third, and they're fighting. They're within a second of each other. So, excuse me, Taylor. Oh, Taylor has an off. Taylor just spun it for third place. He's not going to lose any ground. Doesn't look like. But Westy's got second. When the gap is going to grow, that's what's going to happen there. So Hossel and Vandergeest about the closest fight. And then we got Heitree and Kreisek are battling back in this GT3s for 7th and 8th. And Heitree just is holding 7th from the BMW, who's putting the pressure and gets around him to take that spot. So he just got 7th place in the Beamer for Kreisek over Heitree. And Heitree's been in 7th pretty long time, so 8th place now. But that's still a good run for Mark. Ericsson's going to be in 9th there. And he's battling. Freeway logjam with hypercars. So here comes Vandergeest and Hossel, who are fighting for position, getting through the 6th and 7th and 8th place GT3s. Wow. Good night. So Barrett Ericsson's in a sandwich right now. Surviving that, and there goes Smythe gets around him. So, okay, they've cleared the GT3s for now. And Hossel is right on Vandergeest. So this, with 2.5 minutes left, this is going to be a battle for 4th place. See if John can hold on. First place is a shoe-in as long as Matej doesn't spin. He's way out. He's got 7 seconds on Westy now. Yep. Westy's got 13 on Taylor. So it's Vandergeest and Hossel battling. They're the closest race on track. John's doing some really good defending there. Get that gap. It's under a second. 0.7 is the gap. And Smythe, he's in on the mix too. He's 0.7 back. So this is a three-way battle for 4th place. With coming up on the last lap of this race, there's just a minute and a half left. Let's see where Matej is as far as crossing the line goes for last lap. Right, he's at the top of the hill. Looks like he just went through Alta. So he's going to hit the line before time runs out. So he's going to start the last lap in a minute here. This will be as he crosses the line. He's coming through Ravaza. And that's going to put the last lap on. So here we are, last lap racing right now. Vandergeest, Hossel, and Smythe. Smythe is putting the pressure on Hossel. He's right on his bumper. Hossel's defending as they're starting the last lap here. Vandergeest just out in front of these two. Here they come through Sector 1. They're heading through Tamborello.
Hope they keep it.
Mike's looking to the outside. Vandergeest has a pretty good gap. The two are battling behind him, so here comes some lap traffic. Get through the GT3s, wisely letting him through. Excuse me, really good battle, and there it is. Hossel's got it. Hossel took the pick on the GP3 and has gotten around Vandergeest. Vandergeest is now defending from Smythe. Smythe goes to the inside and gets Vandergeest. Vandergeest is losing it all on the last lap. He's got it, dropped down to 6th place. Hossel with a move on the pick from the GT3 car. The Hartnell found Vandergeest just loses it there. Oh, adding insult to injury. What a tough break for John. He's still in good points, though, 6th place, but this battle now for 4th with Hossel and Smythe is coming through it. Smythe is looking to the inside. They're coming down to the last couple of sections here. They're coming through Ravaza with Hossel holding on. Matej Jacquemart has crossed the line and has won this race, but here comes the second place cars, or Nick Wessing second place. Taylor's third, but the third, fourth of card, and this is going to be the finish. He's going for it at the line. It's a photo finish for fourth place, and it looks like Hossel has done it. Wow. What a run at the end there by those guys. Okay, to the GT3 class. Here comes Kratonovich. He's on his last lap. We didn't need to see Matej win by 7 seconds or whatever it was, but that race for fourth place was intense. Good job. So Kratonovich at the top of the hill for the last time. And Alta, he's coming down. Johnny Gutierrez got hit, passed by Graf. So Graf got second place back from Gutierrez. There he is. So here comes Kratonovich. He is going to take the checkered. He's coming through Rabasa now, going into the last de Baza straight to take the checkered flag for the GT3 class. And there he comes. There is your GT3 winner, Roman Kratonovich. Takes the checkered. Nicely done. Kale Graf coming around. So he is some 7 seconds ahead of Gutierrez. So Gutierrez must have had some mishap there. Something must have happened to Johnny. He was in second place. So here comes second place GT3. Taking the checkered. Great run by Kale. Had his ups and downs in this race. So really, really good battle to take that podium. Nicely done. And here comes Gutierrez now. Taking the third place on the steps. Nicely done. So good day's racing for these three as we have our winners now. Good heavens. The Natalia got fourth, I believe, and Kingsbury got fifth for the GT3. With Taylor in third and Hossel in fourth. What a great finish these guys had. Mike in fifth and John Vandergeest giving it up. Man, he just was a victim. It was just a perfect pick. Where is my session here? Let's find race results for the mixed results. Session results. I want the race one. Here we go. Session results. That should bring them up. There we go. Okay, here we go. There is your winner, Matej. Just got that. 60 laps for the top three cars. 59 for Puzzle, Smythe, and Vandergeest with that amazing finish. Dropping it down. Only 8 cars made it through the hyperclass. The rest DNF'd. It was Williamson bringing up the rear. Great finish for him in 8th place. And then we go to the GT3s. And the Gutierrez in 3rd. Mateo in 4th. Simon Kingsbury with a 4th place finish. Very nicely done. 51 laps for Gutierrez, 50 for Mateo.
Joined your channel.
So that was something to say. And who are we talking to now?
It's Mr. John van der Geest.
Mr. Vandergeest, we were just talking about you and that amazing last lap. That last lap battle was insane. What the heck?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I just made a small mistake in that second gear left-hander.
Okay, that was it.
I overshot the mark a little bit. If I could have kept Thomas behind me there, he would not have passed me.
Yeah. Tony Televitiers was nice enough to join us too, and he's telling me you guys were sharing the setups, and he had a battery issue. He ran out of battery power on his hypercar. Yeah, it was his phone battery that he was using his network.
I forgot to put it on the charger.
But man, that was some exciting stuff.
Is that a thing? Running out of battery power?
Yeah,
I'm on Wi-Fi from my telephone.
That's amazing that you can have that good of a connection on the Wi-Fi. Really good stuff. And there's
I live next to an old Nokia tower, so it's pretty good.
Okay,
1,000
cool.
megabytes a second.
There you go.
But Tony, I didn't do your setup justice because I let him I let him get me on the last lap. I lost 2 places.
Yeah.
Damn.
We were
after 90 minutes.
We
That's
were
so unsatisfying.
That's what I focused the broadcast on you guys because it was already a shoe-in for first, right?
Yeah.
So we just went with a fourth place battle that was just epic. It was really, really tough break for you there.
Yeah.
I thought perhaps it was the GT3 car that made a pick. I kind of called it that. It was because I made it tricky, and then you
Mm.
guys had to get around him, and then hell broke loose. And
Did you see how Thomas tried to sandwich himself between me and that GT3 car?
yeah, it's all on. Yeah, it's on the
Yeah.
broadcast.
What I was like, I was in the car saying, "What the hell, man? What's up with that?"
yeah, that was some tough running,
So,
man.
sometimes you get a feeling from a guy that if you don't let him pass, he's going to give you an accident or ram you off the road, or
Right.
he's going to run out of patience, and you're going to be sitting there with your thumb up your ass in the pit lane for repairs.
Well, this was a crazy race, man. It was really, really exciting. It was a little hard to keep up with all the action going on, but man, there was
Yeah.
action every turn. It was
Was it
crazy.
good for you, Rob?
Yeah. Oh, it was great. I mean, I I
Cool.
I need to grow another arm. I need, you know, pretty good
How
stuff.
was it for you, Tony?
It sucked. I was doing okay considering no practice at all, but
Ah.
yeah, yeah, seeing Dax Cobbler win it, I think I would have won it.
Yeah, yeah. Right. You were in a good shape there till the phone went dead. But that's how it goes, man. It's just, you never know. I mean, it was a hypercar with power problems, so I mean, it's kind of a legit DNF, you know.
Yeah, yes,
Huh?
it is. Yes, it is. It's DNF.
This battery
No,
issue.
no, 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 no excuses.
Well, you DNF, but you can still take comfort from the fact that you're part of the care team, man.
Yeah,
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 that's correct.
that was good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, God, it's a tough break.
Numero uno.
It was a really tough break for the gear team there at the end, but it was still really good racing. I knew it was going to
Yeah.
be a battle that last lap because the gaps kept coming down, and I know you were defending for lap after lap after lap with
Yeah.
Thomas, and then that let you know Mike back in. He got right back in it because you guys were
Yeah.
fighting, and then
Mm-hmm.
holy smokes, they both got around you on that little bit of a mistake there. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that was really good.
yeah.
Well, yeah, the
So,
standings.
did anyone else come up to the broadcast booth for an interview?
Nope, it's just the three of us, and we're still live, so we are still
Oh,
broadcasting. And
well, maybe they're initially a little shy, but I hope
yeah,
for the next events they'll guys. What the hell, man? Come up to the broadcast booth and do an interview.
yeah. What I want to do is what I can do here is do this. I wanted to turn up the volume.
Yeah.
I
Well,
need to.
it's an extra value for the event.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn. See, I can turn up the client's volumes. So Talvite is in here too,
Yeah.
and there. That might have been too much, but Talvite was a little bit down. So
Yes, but my microphone is at 100%, so
yeah,
can't
you're
help
fine.
it.
I have the control. I didn't want to do it during the broadcast because I'm doing it now as you're seeing on the broadcast. So this is live how we do it. We're adjusting the voices for TeamSpeak when we're all on, so everybody can kind of get a look at my OBS
It's
screen
funny
right
you
now
say
too.
that. It's
Yeah.
funny you say that because I first didn't recognize Tony's voice because normally he sounds like a chipmunk. But now this is his normal talking voice, so I
That is
didn't recognize
that
him.
is correct. That is
Yeah.
correct. But wife is sleeping at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Well, both of you
Okay.
guys sound great, and I'm really glad you jumped on here to have a little chat with us at the end and give us a
Yeah.
little bit of recap on what happened. And that's it,
Cool.
man. We're going to wrap it up. If you guys got any last comments,
I have a, if I may, I have a recipe how winners did this.
okay,
If you
let's hear
want
it.
to hear.
Yeah.
So both classes, Matej Daxkobler and Roman Granatovic made no mistake and took the traffic easy. That's the winning recipe on multi-class.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. The guy Kratonovich is very, very good. He's very steady. And so is Matej. I mean, the Skobler, these guys are, they know how to get through the traffic and stay safe. I mean, accidents are going to happen. Some things are out of your control. You just can't do anything. But you have to be on top of it.
I have
Yeah,
one
but
last question.
Shoot.
I saw a lot of DNF. What was the main issue with the DNFs?
Well, I didn't catch all of them. but I just think they kept raining down. I saw a few wrecks. I did see one of the Middletons go out in the BMW. He just spun it and hit the wall so hard he was out. And then Nigel got in a mix. He got spun out. He stayed in the race, and about, I don't know, 15 minutes later he was out. So he might have just had some damage. I think it was a lot of damage. But like in Tony's case, we didn't know, and he's telling us it was battery. It was phone battery. His network died, so he was out.
Okay.
Yeah, if he would have had his phone charged in, he'd probably be on the podium. We don't know.
And did that all happen in the rain period?
There was a lot of crashes in the rain, as you'll see if you watch the broadcast.
So.
Yeah, it's so hard to keep track of everything. I'm bouncing back and forth from GT3 to. It's cool because when the leaders are passing the leaders, it's a lot of action. It's really cool. And there was some stuff going on there, but yeah, we'll have to get DNF action from the actual drivers. Maybe they'll give us a little bit of chat, but yeah. It was good stuff. Really fun. So hope and look forward to the next one.
Next time they come up here and explain it themselves.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly. So
okay, thank you, Rob, for broadcasting.
For sure.
Yeah, thank you.
We will be back in 2 weeks with round 2, and I believe it's at Spa, right? Is that where we're going next?
Yes.
Round 2 at Spa, so be on the lookout for that. And with that, we are all going to check out and hope to see you on the next one. So adios from Sim Racing Online, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye. Good stuff, Rob.
Yeah, I managed to watch a little bit of the broadcast after I disqualified, so it was a wild shit.
Oh, you disqualified?
Yeah, because of the fucking battery.
What battery are we talking about? From your laptop?
Telephone.
What does your telephone have to do with racing?
My internet comes from telephone. God damn it.
And there you have it.
Really?
Audi.